All right, all right, all right. Welcome to this episode of Warrior Week Parables from the Pit. A very unusual fucking guest with me.
That's right.
Like, what the fuck are you doing here, bro, this morning?
I came to give you a haircut, man.
we got Ravi in the house. DJ Ravi, my brother, one of our main entertainer inside of the game of Warrior and the Warrior's Way. But you'll find out more about Ravi. It's not just about entertainment. Ravi's about reality on stage. Let's just put that one.
I'm about energy.
Good. All right. We're going to sit down, relax, and hear from Ravi's story. And as we get inside of the parables from the pit here on this show called Warrior Week. And we are back. We are back with an extra comment on the footage.
Sorry, man. I'm excited.
Come on, man. I didn't put the fucking
See?
the mic on mute.
I'm already fucking you up.
Yeah, it's all good. All right. So, Ravi, just a little bit background for the audience of who you are, and more importantly, what the fuck are you doing in my studio this morning?
I'm here to freak it like an Indian, as he said. So, I joined the Brotherhood in August, I think, and my life was a mess. Everything was fucked up. You know, my wife hated me. I hated her. I literally think everything was a disaster. It was Tuesday at 6 o'clock on the 5th vacation I took my boys last summer, and I gave her an ultimatum. You got to call a counselor or I'm out, and I joined Warrior, and then, I was doing the work, and kind of it fixed everything, and then, maintaining it is the hard part. That first month, I think I didn't do anything. I think all I did was consume 12 hours of fucking content a day. As Garrett says, I don't need you doing that. I didn't make a penny. I literally did not make a penny, did not make a call. I didn't do anything except listen and absorb and all that, which is probably the wrong thing, but whatever. It's what I needed at the time. It's the right thing because it got us through.
So, you were you were with me at WarriorCon 3. Myself, Garrett, and you, and we conducted a 3-day, a spectacular 3-day for 1,200 dudes, alpha dudes in polos and in Warrior t-shirts, and you were part of forging and molding that energy that created the current Brotherhood right now. Those 3 days were really crucial in terms of that number of men coming in together and getting real and working on their aspects of business and family. How was your experience inside of that? What you experienced both as a guy that was part of driving the energy that entire 3 days, and also as a participant inside of it, because you constantly went in and out.
Yeah.
So what was your experience there, and what can you share about that?
I mean, it was fucking spectacular and intense and unbelievably inspiring, right? Because I've done 1 billion conferences for all the literally every top.
All right, let's just give us that background, right? You're 50-some-year-old.
I'm 50.
What the fuck? Like, all right,
It's
okay.
weird saying that.
That is, for those of you that have actually video on this on YouTube, like, it's just insane. You don't look 50. But talk to us about what you have been involved. I mean, you've been involved in I just let you just drop names, man.
I've
drop
done
fucking names.
Oscars, Oprah, Super Bowl, and then I've done like massive conferences. Like I played Elon Musk on at Dell World. I played like all the massive Microsoft conferences when they'll have 20,000 people there in Vegas. I'll play Satya Nadella on and like all of these other people, and I'll do the show openers for a lot of those events. But I don't think anything compared to Warrior because it meant more to me. But the energy, like, you know what I mean? We were playing the music, this intense music, and it was driving the energy, and all the guys were lined up. And then we had the cryo guns, and then they came in like, it was like Jeremy and you guys were saying was like they're jumping out of a helicopter going into battle. And that was what the entrance felt like. It felt important. and it felt hyper urgent and important and intense, and the intensity started before they even came in, and everybody there was just on fucking fire to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like everybody came there and spent their money and put their energy in, and it was during Christmas where everybody had Christmas parties and all kinds of end of the year super important shit in your head. But this was so important that people canceled whatever they had to do to come there to do that. And it was just, there was an intensity. Man, I was dead by the end of the night. Like, I was just like inspired, excited, and fucking exhausted. But the intensity was epic, and it was nonstop, and there was a constant flow of useful and practical information.
Yes.
So check this out. And this is something I wanted to tell you, and I forgot, and I want to tell Garrett this. I was in India, right after that. I did this gig in India, and first time I'm playing in India in Rajasthan, which is where I'm from. My parents are there. It's like our ancestral birthplace. First time they're ever seeing me, all of this stuff. And I remember sitting there in the back of a palace and just going, I'm a fucking builder. I'm a fucking builder. I'm a fucking builder. And it just I almost cried. It was so intense, and it meant so much to me that I took that there, and I was there in India doing that. And I was like, fucking right on.
Yeah, dude.
And I was surprised. I just did it out of nowhere. It wasn't like, hey, I'm going to go there. I'm going to fucking beat my chest and do that. I just started doing it. And I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm like, right on. I'm like, wow, I hope 30 other things come to me. Like, just, like, I'm just sitting there looking at this palace. I'm at a palace looking at a massive fortress, Meharangat in Jodhpur. It was just an epic moment for me personally.
Wow.
I'm building India right now.
So let's talk about today, right? Today you and I shared a song.
Yep.
What was the song?
Freak It Like an Indian, my new banger. It's a fucking banger.
Freak It Like an Indian. All right. Okay. Freak It Like an Indian.
Freak It Like an Indian.
So, and that kind of talks. The music is 3 minutes and something. It kind of talks through who you are. Kind of tells your story, man. Tells your story of who Ravi is, where Ravi came from, and more importantly, who Ravi is today and what Ravi is. So why don't you just give us a background of, dude, like, what's your background? Like, you came to this country, you built some shit. What did you build, and where you at today, and what do you want to build?
All right, so my father moved to America in 1962 or 64, came with $8 one-way ticket, didn't even have shoes. You know what I mean? He had like chappals, which are Indian sandals. And was on a boat for 6 weeks, got here, to get a second master's degree so he could live the American dream, right? Came here, was scared, freaked out, and see?
Yeah.
And came here, and, my family was dirt poor. Like, when he was growing up, his 8-year-old brother had to move to Bombay at the time, and work as a peon, like delivering tea.
Yeah.
And so, like, they have a caste system in India, so he would only deliver to the Marathis and the Maheshwaris, which is our family caste.
Yeah.
And so one day in monsoon, like, if you've ever been to Asia and been through monsoon, it's intense. Like, everything floods. And so it was monsoon, and he brought change back to one of the business guys. My uncle did. And the guy was like, why aren't you in school? Why did you come back for like less than a penny? He goes, well, it's not mine. And my uncle was super honest. Lo and behold, 20 years later, he becomes a millionaire and manages and takes over that company. The guy taught him how to do math and was like, I'm going to help you out. Come here every day. So then they were still poor at the time my father got his first degree in India. And then they borrowed money from all the other Maheshwaris, everything they could, because they're like, look, this guy's got a shot. So let's get him out of here. Because India was so, 50 years ago, it was so it was a mess. It wasn't what it is today, where you can rise based on, work and all that. By then, it was new.
Mm-hmm.
So then my father comes here, $8 one-way ticket, gets a job at Westinghouse, which is a big deal, then gets enough money to pay everybody back. Then 3 years later, sends for my mom. And then, they move to America and they settle here. So then there's a funny thing. Like, if you're Indian, you can do anything you want as long as it's a doctor or engineer.
Mm-hmm.
Any kind of doctor, any kind of engineer. But if you want to do drum, you are an idiot. So they will think you are the son of a butt doctor with hair like this. Idiot. My mom.
You mother bitch.
You are
You mother bitch.
You're making family.
I will call police. Police, come fuck you.
Super, super excellent. And so then I always wanted to play drums.
Yeah.
And like I was obsessed with it since I was a little kid, and I beat on everything and broke everything. And then finally, like my dad made me get a job when I was like 10 to get a drum set. He's like, I got all my stuff. You get yours.
Yeah.
I got a lawnmower. I won't even rent it to you. I'll let you use it for free.
Yeah.
So like I used to mow yards. You know, like here in California, no kid walks around, hey, can I mow your yard for $20? And like that doesn't exist. Everyone's so entitled and lazy, and I don't know. It's all fucked up and stupid. I think. So then I did that, and then when I was 12, I finally hit the big time, and I could get a paper route.
Yeah.
So I threw the Houston Chronicle in Sugarland.
Yeah.
And then I got like $264.64. I remember that.
Yeah.
For some reason that number keeps coming back to my head, so I'm going with that as the truth. Whether it is or not, I think it is. Anyway, and then my dad kicked in the rest, and we got a drum set. We moved to Tampa, Florida, and then that was it. I was obsessed.
Then you start playing with drums.
I played drums like all day, every day.
So how many years have you been playing the drums?
Jesus Christ. Since I was 12.
Shit, man. All right, so, and then you freaked out, man.
And then I freaked out. I ended up like this, playing all that heavy metal music and funky music and this hip hop. What are they doing?
Then you got married.
I got married. Met my wife at the Playboy Mansion, so I am the fucking American dream. And you know what? You're not
You mother bitch! Police come kill you now, you mother bitch!
Yes. Yeah, we got married barefoot on the beach in Malibu. The whole fucking super hip.
Nice.
thing.
And how many kids you have right now?
2.
2. Beautiful. Ages?
14 going on fuck you. He fucking hates me. It's crazy. And then, no, he doesn't. He's 14. So, and then the other one's 5.
Okay. And so, dude, talk to me about a life of an artist, entrepreneur, married, business dude.
It's like you and Garrett said, it's a trifecta of fucking insanity. It's brutal, man. Every day is a constant struggle. So, like, balancing between, like, one foot in the gutter and one foot in the looking at the stars, you know? Like, the music business is wonderful, and it's a fucking cesspool of thievery and lies and things that don't come together. Like I mean, you can have a contract signed and then all of a sudden at the last minute it doesn't happen. Like, so many random things don't come through that, man, you just got to be hard as fucking steel.
Yeah. And
you got to be able to deal with that shit. And it's hard. And then there's so much drugs and alcohol and everything else that can poison you and fucking set you.
One of the big poisons inside of the entertainment industry, and we were talking about this on our 5-mile walk and hike this morning. One of the biggest fucking poison inside of the entertainment industry is the lies. The lies and the cover up and the different agencies that play the game of covering. Like, it's not just like, being a celebrity today. It has so many waterfall effect and so many people are involved in that. Like, by the time you say something as a celebrity, it comes out being totally something else on the other end.
Oh, everything can be edited to whatever.
Everything edited. Your intention gets edited. That's the whole point. Yeah. You could be a decent-hearted celebrity and your intention is actually edited to some fucking evil asshole, snob, celebrity type of character, cheap bastard, because along the way comes so many other people that actually take that intention and mold it for their own fucking interests.
Of course.
Which is ultimately what we here in Warrior Week address, right? The conversation of Warrior Week is stop fucking lying. No. And the conversation of Warrior Week is why could not this message hit hard with the celebrities? Well, I tell you why. Because you get a celebrity listening to this shit, I can guarantee you they can fucking resonate just like me and you. Because they got a pair of balls and they have a penis. They're a man, right? Yeah. So they have the same fucking problems that you and I have, except times 10,000 more stress because of the celebrity factor.
Because everyone's looking at them.
Because everyone's looking. It's like fucking cameras everywhere. Now, you want to give an opportunity to that guy get real. What happens is that there's going to be a bunch of other guys in between where if the celebrity gets real and heals himself from all the fucking lies, it doesn't really benefit them, does it?
No, because they got to keep them buffered. Like even the Colonel, right? The Colonel stole $90 million
Yeah.
from Elvis.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you misplace $90 million or whatever it was? It was
Yeah.
astronomical. So all of them, like, you know.
So in the midst of all this, the victim becomes a celebrity. Like you take a look at any fucking celebrity right now, right? Cool. Celebrity, people love them because of fame. People really don't love them. Think about it. They love being in the picture with them.
Yeah.
But once they're in the picture, the dude is like, does this guy really actually fucking love me, or he loves the picture with me?
Yeah.
So, and think about the suicide rates and all the fucked up shit that we talked about this morning. How many people fucking take their own lives as celebrities?
Yeah.
How many celebrities lose it all?
Yeah.
Lose it all. Family, business, money, everything.
Everything.
And yet, why is that? It's the same fundamental problem that you and I or any other business guy is facing today, which is this feeling of operating alone. Like they're not definitely socially alone. Fuck the caps. You know, they're not socially enough. Actually, more problem than me, you and I, like times 100,000.
Yeah.
Right? But they operate alone.
Yeah.
And in that space, they have nowhere to fucking share this thing. They have nowhere to deal with their lives. And dealing with your life on your own makes you even feel more fucking alone.
Yeah. 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 You're just, you know.
So you've come across tons of these guys.
Yeah.
Right? You've been to proximity of tons of these guys.
Yeah.
What is it? I mean, you're almost the CIA agent, if you want, of the past that has been there, that has seen this shit. In this conversation, you resonate with the conversation of warrior and being real. And so, like, how real you think this fucking conversation is, and how real do you think this would hit home with them?
Oh my God, I think it would empower them so much. And I think they could tune into their emotions and be more truthful. And then their art would transcend 100%. And their lives would transcend.
What is the roadblock?
The roadblock is, nobody wants to do the work, first of all. Nobody wants to fucking do the work. Nobody. Ever. Fucking everybody just wants everything, first of all. And
It's true.
then a lot, like, once you get to a certain status or whatever, everything's given to you, right? So, like, why the fuck are you going to go back to school?
Yeah.
That's the hardest part to unlearn, right? Like at WarriorCon, you're talking about you've got to unlearn all that shit and redo it this new way because the old way wasn't fucking working. If it wasn't working, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah, and
right?
And the old way produces massive amount of stress to the point where you take your own fucking life.
And I think the stress and the anxiety.
You think about Robert Williams.
Yeah.
Like
what the fuck,
or
man?
or Anthony Bourdain. Or, like, just think
Yeah.
about the mystery behind. There's a demystification. The mystification is, motherfucker, he took his fucking life because he felt alone. From there, that's the original point of inquiries and of investigation. Like, what happened with this guy?
You know what's so sad is both of them had kids. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, I couldn't ever imagine doing that. I mean, I could.
And yet, it could happen to me and you.
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, like, just to leave the kids. Like, how great was their personal pain that they thought
There
the
you go.
kids were better off without them?
When you operate alone, who made the decision to take their own life? They made,
did, yeah.
right? The decision came from what place? They didn't have a counsel.
Nah.
The decision came from a place of being alone.
Yeah.
In that loneliness, they made that decision alone. There was no counsel. There was no counsel of brothers. There was no counsel. Hey, man, I feel your pain, man. Like, I'm living your fucking pain.
Yeah.
But I also live in the possibilities. There was no conversation of pain and possibilities. There was no one filling up the gap. But who? Themselves.
Yeah. And then I think they were, I don't know, but I think they were all on like tons of prescriptions. You know what I mean? Prescription meds.
But where else are you gonna go? If you're operating alone, there's no one.
Yeah.
There's no one there's no one there's no actual fucking brother or another man that you can fucking trust. Ultimately, the issue is trust.
Yeah.
The guilt and shame will fucking choke you, and the amount of fucking medicine you take is just another massive amount of weight on your hand to choke the fuck out of you.
Yeah, it really is.
Dude, it's a temporary fucking fix.
It's so temporary.
How are you gonna wash guilt and shame with fucking medicine?
Yeah, you can.
Sedate.
Yeah, that's it.
You don't feel the pain,
Yeah.
and you sedate for what? Years, decades?
Yeah.
And ultimately what? It catches up in a form of fucking heart attack.
Yeah.
So there are celebrities that take their own life there are celebrities that die of natural causes, but I'm going to have you consider that natural cause is a compounding effect of years of fucking hiding and being stressful and not being able to trust anyone. In the 30s, in the 40s, and poof, catches them in the 50s and 60s, heart attack, natural cause. My ass, natural cause. Enhanced by drugs and enhanced by fucking loneliness. That's how you get a fucking heart attack and you're out.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, it's crazy, like the amount of stress, because the pressure, the pressure that you place upon yourself or the business that, you build this life and then you have this standard of living that you want to maintain that's all based on, bullshit.
The pressure that you and I sitting here have no fucking idea about what pressure. We have an idea about the pressure of being a businessman. There's no fucking doubt, and it's already here. Yeah. It's like it's already blowing up. It's a trifecta of fuck. and inside of that, add the celebrity factor, which puts all human pair of eyes on you.
Yeah.
Like Tupac said, all eyes on me. Like, that's what it is, bitch.
Yeah. And then, you can't even, scratch your ass or pick your nose.
Nothing.
Nothing, because then you're going to be judged on that. And then
judge and praise and constantly. There is
haters.
constantly pictures and cameras and, the pressure that comes with that.
No.
It's unbelievably unhandleable.
But also the rewards that come with it. You're fighting to get that.
True.
So
there's a reward. Let's not deny that.
Yeah, no, there's a massive reward financially, and then the ego,
the significance.
Yeah.
And so where is the counterbalance?
You have to find that.
And you in a place of alone, you're gonna struggle finding that alone.
Of course.
Or you're gonna pretend that things are cool. I can guarantee you, without a doubt.
99.9999% pretend.
Fucking pretenders.
Fucking great.
Because if I have some fucking pain as a man, if you have pain as a man, if our audience, anybody else listening to this that says, you know what, these guys actually talk about some real shit, and they're still listening to this rather than say, fuck these guys. I don't know what the fuck these guys are talking about. Why am I wasting my fucking time listening to this goddamn fucking Indian and this Persian talking about men?
Last Mohican, he can't even decide.
You mother bitch, I will kill you, mother bitch.
Like, are you dot or feather, motherfucker? What is it? Pick a side.
So the guy is listening to this, is resonating with this, right? He has some pain too. He's running a business right now, family, kids, and he knows exactly what we're talking about. Yeah. He knows exactly what this trifecta of insanity is: to run a business, run your family, be a dad, be a father, be a spiritual developer for your kids and yourself, take care of your body in order to empower yourself. I mean, these are complicated fucking things to handle all at once.
All at once, and then the time management of it all.
Dude.
Shit.
So if him, the audience, you and I are having this pain, how the fuck is it that Brad Pitt or somebody else in the celebrity world would not have the same common fucking problems?
Even more. Dude, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, they don't even own cars because they don't want anyone knowing what their license plate numbers are. So they have drivers and new cars every week. So that way,
that's another level of management that you and I have not to deal with. That is another level of fucking stress.
Yeah. And
take that layer and add hundreds of layers of that.
Yeah.
Because all eyes are on them.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's not about celebrities, but since you're a fucking celebrity and we're on this topic of conversation comes down to stop fucking lying and stop fucking pretending. Doesn't matter if you're a celebrity or not. There is a way to actually unlock all the guilt and shame inside of you and let it go and just be. And you don't have to be this motherfucking Zen guy that puts fucking oil in his nipple. And you don't have to become this weird guy. Because the minute a celebrity goes on that route, he's considered as fucking weird. And sometimes it is fucking weird. We'll look at what happened with Jim Carrey. We go all the way from one angle to another angle. Yeah. I mean, it's cool. He's saying some cool shit. But, it's done in a fucking weird way.
Yeah, I think, he went to the top of the mountain and then he was, just fucking fed up and over all the bullshit. Right?
Fed up.
He did it. But he achieved his goal, and then he got there, and he's like, fuck it. Now, I think he found his truth, though.
Yeah.
And it's weird to us because I want to see him as the old pet detective.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him as this introverted painter.
Yeah, and whether it's weird or not, it doesn't matter what perception is what path he took. But because all eyes are on him, there's a perception that takes place there.
Yeah.
But some of these guys take it to a place where they're lost in being a celebrity, and then they take it to another venue, and they're still lost in another fucking fantasy land.
Yeah. Yeah, because, look, they get everything catered to them.
It's a jump from fantasy land to another. That's my point.
Yeah. Well, then also when they jump to reality and then reality
Well,
sucks,
they
don't know how to
can't
live it.
jump to reality. You know why? Because all their foundation is based on fiction.
Yeah.
When you have a foundation based on fiction, you jump from fantasy to fantasy. But if you break that foundation, and that's the work that you're talking about, you actually take the fucking foundation, you break it apart. Everything that you know about it being a celebrity, you now go against that, right? And you build the life that you want while being a fucking celebrity. That takes a lot of fucking courage.
Yeah, and a lot of work.
And in that place, there is a voice that you find that it's your own guide, not your fucking agent, not what the industry wants you to do, not because you're a fucking clown and the circus wants you to dance this way based on a fucking contract, but rather the voice that guides you to do what you want. And in that place, true leadership rises. Because don't mistake leadership with celebrity.
Oh yeah.
You're not necessarily a leader because you're famous,
No. No.
but
no.
people will follow you.
Yes,
People follow celebrities.
of course.
Because you have followers, it doesn't mean you're a leader.
Nah. No, not at all. You know, like, I mean, having followers is just having followers. That's all it is. You're not leading them towards anything unless you're just leading them to your next movie or something, whatever.
When you choose to lead and you have people following you, there is an inspiration that takes place.
Yes.
There's changes that takes place in people's life. People's families are different. People's children are different because of your words, because of your actions.
Yeah.
And so many celebrities are fortunate to be in that position, and yet it is the one thing that they don't take advantage of. And what do? They get a false feeling of contribution by participating into, let's say, charities. They think if they run charities and they provide monies, and that's the only way. But that's not it. The most important weapon is in them. It's leadership. And they're fortunate to have followers. And all they need to do is find the courage to break the fucking foundation that makes them live in fiction and let them live in real word and speak real words. And their followers will actually triple in reality.
Yeah. Well, then also people, like, when people start speaking some of their truths, a lot of people don't want to hear it.
Don't want to hear it.
They're like, dude, just fucking play your piano. Or
That's
just
it.
play
And
your fucking drums.
that's
Or
it.
Do your gig.
Entertain me.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's the courage to deal with that. And there are celebrities that are doing that. There are celebrities that are leaders.
Yeah.
Celebrities that are taking fame and have taken it in their own guidance and advantage to lead people.
Yeah, I think John Legend is doing a great job
Dude,
with that right
it's honorable to
Yeah.
see a variety of celebrities
now.
do
Yeah, a lot
that.
of them. Yeah.
And then the majority, what? Pretending.
Yeah. Because
They got the voice. They got the truth in them.
Yeah.
But they don't think that they think only a close group of circle people in their life are worthy of that.
Yeah, and also they don't want to disrupt what's working. You
Mm-hmm.
know, if you're making this money, just shut the fuck up and keep it moving. You know,
Bottom line.
that's it.
So what's next for Ravi? What project are you working on? You're working on an exciting project you and I discussed.
Yes.
Apparently, I'm going to be fucking part of it. So
Yes.
talk to me about that and announce that project live here, right now.
Right now, Sam has led me to the promised land, 100%. So I played him this track. I sent it to him yesterday, and it's a song I had 100 years ago, and then I didn't finish it, and it was never right. It was just slightly off, and I knew it didn't do what I needed it to do. So I finally went and played India earlier this year, and I'm really trying to break the Indian market and turn it into a regular marketplace for me. And I got this banging fucking track, and it is bang. I'm telling you, I'll play this for anybody, and it's undeniable. I dare.
What's the name of it again?
Freak It Like an Indian.
Okay, what's the mission behind it? We know about a song. What's the mission? What do you want to build, man?
I want to build, as Sam said, I'm getting freakitlikeanindian.com, the merchandise and all of that. I want to create a space like there isn't an Indian guy that's a freak like me. So where everything went wrong, but now it's going right. So I want to create a wild ass safe place for all my Indians and everybody to just come freaking. You know, I'm a drummer, DJ, and I market myself as that, but really I'm an energy salesman. Man, what I do is I bring energy. You know, and that's why all these places and people have me there for the energy I bring, because everybody wants that positive energy, as we were talking. Music is a conduit for energy. You know what I mean? There's that one song that makes you feel that way. One song makes you want to go have sex. One song makes you want to jump up and down. One song makes you want to work out. One song makes you want to punch, you know, everything around you. So it's all energy. And I think I really harnessed the energy. It's got this banging, big-ass trap, hip-hop, fucking hard-hitting beat with Indian drums. Fat Man Scoop is screaming on it. It's ominous. It's intense. And it's fun.
And that is, that's what really brought you into the studio is you played the drums and you directed the energy for 3 days for 1,200 guys. And we started from a place of day 1 to day 3, which was from place of, hey, here's the current reality of my life to here's what I want to go. And if it wasn't for that vibration, if it wasn't for that energy that you conducted and along with everything else that we put into play, a lot of lives wouldn't be changed right now. So, and that's the point I was driving with celebrities, that, the most impactful celebrities are not the most famous ones.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's just fame becomes a tool.
Yeah.
And if you take it as a belief system, it's going to take away love. It's going to take away the truth of that fame, which is service and impact.
Yeah. But yeah, as you said, if you use it as a tool, then it
Game
can be
over.
a weapon.
Game over.
You weaponize it and use it.
So I want to thank you for being on the podcast. I'm excited about your project, but also we're working on another project with you where there's going to be a bunch of what we want to do is to take the message of Warrior along with the vibration and your message and the energy that you create, and create a number of series of videos that invites people inside of this conversations similar to what we had, you and I, on this podcast, which is basically questioning some shit. That's questioning
everything.
Questioning everything. And there's nothing wrong with that. So many people don't dare to fucking question. If you don't dare, at the end of the day, you don't fucking win.
If you don't ask questions, you don't get answers.
Yeah, that was that. You should fucking probably make a T-shirt out of that.
I think that's a T-shirt.
No
questions, no answers.
No
the
questions.
end.
The end.
Period. The end.
The end. And then you can add in the back the Indian accent. Are you mother bitch? I will fuck you. So
they will think you are the son of a butt doctor. Grow your hair on the sides.
Anyway, bro, it was great to have you here. You'll be back on the show with some update on your project and the project that we're working on. You'll be part of Warrior Con with us, and you're part of the Brotherhood with us. So we look forward to tremendous amount of success coming up from you, and also you broadcasting your message, man, to humanity, which is
freak it like an Indian.
Oh, I love that. Gentlemen, have yourself a fantastic day. If you like this kind of podcast, you will be subscribing to warriorweeknow.com. That's where the podcast is with videos and some audios, and as well as you can go on iTunes and subscribe there and just be part of this journey, be part of this game with us. Every week we'll bring a guest and we'll have conversations, parables from the pit that are told from guys, the men's inside of the Brotherhood here at Warrior. Have yourself a fantastic week.